you.
We're going to jump straight into the questions today, which is one question I ask all of my guests. If you could be a car, a plane, a boat or a bike, with or without a motor, which would you be and why?
I wouldn't be a plane. It's freezing up there. And I don't think I'd be a car either. Or a bike, because they just live in the back of a van. I think I'd be a boat. It looks pretty chill and you just waft around, don't you? And even when you're not being used, you're just bobbing about. I think I'd be a boat.
That's the most interesting reply I've had to that question out of all the people I've spoken on this podcast. You're like, I would be a plane. It's cold up there. Some people are like, yeah, the freedom of it, the tranquility. You're like, nah, it's a bit cold. He's a true Midlander. I always ask that question to my guests because we're trying to see how this choice reflects personality. And for you, I feel like it's very matter of fact. You're very straight to the point. And it kind of, I think the fact that you wanted to be an engineer in a past life before you came to slopestyle riding, it explains a lot, don't you think?
Yeah, that was my plan. I didn't realise mountain biking was a career. I just loved doing it. So I had a spot at university to do mechanical engineering. That was my interest. I'm quite like maths, physics. And I guess, like you said, maybe a bit black and white personality. But yeah, I've probably become a little bit more colourful over the years. But yeah, definitely back then I was just interested in numbers.
Well, let's talk about your discipline itself. So slopestyle riding, break it down for me, for somebody, because I've always been things with motors, and this is completely self-pedaled, self-propelled. So talk me through slopestyle riding.
Yeah, you're right. No motors. I didn't know motors for a long time. It's a gravity sport, right? So you build up a load of speed, ride down and roll in, and you hit jumps. You have to do tricks in the air, as complex and creative as you can think of. Link them together on a series of jumps, because in slopestyle competitions they build like a full course down a mountain or through the streets of a city. You do as many bangers as you can in a row, land them all perfectly, and that's how you're judged. So it's a creative, independent sport. It's not a race. You're not really competing against anyone, kind of just against yourself. And then at the end of the day, there's like a leaderboard of who did what.
So how did you get to the point where you were like, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ride really fast off this thing and try and do something crazy in the air with it. Like, how'd you get to that point?
I think incrementally. That wasn't my desire at all. Although we were chatting earlier, weren't we? I've got a son, a 20-month-old boy who can't even speak yet, but he's super driven to climb onto things and jump off now. That's all he wants to do. Like, he stands at the top of the stairs with a balance bike shouting down the stairs. So as much as it's like people say, oh, I wasn't really like that, I didn't plan to be like that, I can see that is a personality and a trait that people have now. So maybe I was always that way inclined, but it took me to discover mountain biking, which luckily there was some jumps in the local woods near my house, so that was a box ticked. Have a mountain bike, got one from Halfords with my twin brother on our birthday, and then you just ride off things and see what happens.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty about your bike right now. So let's talk about the wheels, any fancy features, some DIY mods you've got on there, and the day-to-day maintenance for people that are listening to this, and build up a vision of what your bike looks like to them.
So a slopestyle bike is really basic. It's so much more basic than downhill bikes, cross-country bikes, the kind of shiny things that people imagine. It honestly has one brake, no rear suspension, just 100mm of front suspension, 26-inch wheels. It's kind of a big BMX because you crash all the time, you bail, they need to be really light. Like mine weighs just under 10 kilos, which is really light for a mountain bike. It's got no gears, so it is really a big BMX. We don't really use carbon fibre much because when you throw your bike at a know about it. So it's mostly titanium or aluminium. It's a really simple setup. It's essentially built for